What's up, guys? How's it going? So in this video I'm going to be just elaborating on the high scene from episode 8, and I'm going to be talking about each specific part and checkpoint in that high scene and Tariq's level of intelligence. I'm talking about that as well. So Tariq implemented law 7 of the 48 laws of power, which states to get others to do the work for you. So it pretty much highlights like Tariq's ability to think outside the box, his ability to think outside the box to get things done while being in a difficult situation. And obviously the difficult situation being the fact that he's got an ankle monitor on him, so his movements are restricted. He can't just go anywhere he wants. His movement is restricted. So what he does instead then is construct a plan to rob the Connect, which is Mecca, without getting his hands too dirty, without doing anything himself. Obviously he came up with a plan, which is probably the most difficult part, but he hasn't got to do anything in terms of involve himself in the actual execution of the plan. And what he does, he assigns everyone different roles, and he says to everyone that everyone needs to play their position. As long as everyone does that, the plan should work fine. Kane is the inside man, and he knows that Kane, he can easily get Lil Gop to do whatever he wants him to do. He's got that guy under his farm. He pretty much can tell Lil Gop to do whatever he wants, and he's the inside man, Kane. Brayden, Brayden uses his white privilege to distract the guy working at the lobby. He tells Brayden to do that. Effie, her job is to distract the female security guard, and Drew enters Mecca's apartment through Brayden's aid. So through Brayden's aid, Drew enters Mecca's apartment since Brayden distracted the guy working at the lobby, the receptionist. And through Kane's aid, since Kane intentionally left the apartment door open, that also enables Drew to enter the apartment. But all this wouldn't work though. None of this would work if it wasn't for them turning the cameras off, because they turned the cameras off, which they were able to do through the prearranged power outage. So the power outage made sure that the cameras are off, and so because the cameras are off, they know that because the camera is off now, Mecca can't use his CCTV. So Tariq implemented law 7 brilliantly. Like, he uses his team to get the operation done effectively, while, like I said, what he did was come up with the initial idea. And one integral part though of that whole entire heist kind of goes back to one of the recent episodes about tying up loose ends. Lorenzo kept saying throughout that episode, not episode 8, but I believe it was episode 7 or 6, where Lorenzo kept saying throughout the episode that we can't have any loose ends. And ironically, in this episode, he was a loose end. So that's why Monet set up that date with him, to distract him. And Diana was also a loose end too. And Drew comes up with the idea to get Diana to come to Tariq's trial. Obviously he's cognizant of the fact that if Tariq calls Diana will come running. Like, Tariq has got Diana wrapped around his finger. Man like Tariq, But yeah, and it's interesting how the term of tying up loose ends was applied in a different context in this episode 8, because in episode 7, or it might have been episode 6, but whatever episode where Lorenzo kept saying that word, it was that term was used in terms of executing someone, execution. But in this case, it was used in the context of distraction. So but that's quite interesting to see how that term is applied in a different context here. But communication has to be on point. That's one thing I want to mention as well. Communication has to be on point for these things to work, because Drew had to text Kane to inform him that someone was in the house while he was there, and then Kane rushed back to distract the chef now while Drew made the exit, and Kane made it just in time to distract the chef. And now Effie, now let's talk about her, because damn, like, the way she grabbed that security guard's keys was slick. Like, that was slick as a motherfucker. Like, yeah, that was slick, that was smooth, and the woman didn't even notice. She was like, oh, like she didn't even notice, because that was so smooth from Effie. But I'm thinking now, was that symbolism to show that Effie is the type of person that will use misdirection to get what she wants in the grand scheme of things. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too deeply into that, but I don't know. But overall though, I love that heist scene. It felt like a GTA mission, it really did. So many checkpoints and so many different parts of it, and yeah, but it also illustrated Tariq's intelligence though, and I think we'll see more chess moves like that from Tariq, because a pattern that I've seen, that I've observed, is that he makes more mistakes at the start of the season, but later on in the season, towards the end of it, like, and as the season progresses, he finds out more things about what other people are doing, about what people that are close to him are doing. He makes counter adjustments, he makes better chess moves, makes better decisions, etc. And that's exactly what happened in season 1, and I think the same is occurring right now this season. So yeah, those are just some of my musings and my thoughts. But guys, leave your comments in the comment section below. You know, I respond to pretty much all comments. Yeah, I pretty much respond to all comments. So leave your comments in the comment section below. Hit that like button, because come on, like, you've got this far in the video for a reason. So yeah, hit that like button, and yeah, that's it for this video. So until next time.